morning, Parkland. It is half day, number 2. Today's weather will be sunny and 61 again. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. First, we would like to remind 6th grade who are interested in running for SGA, Vice President. Pick up a packet from Mr. Lauder today. Now, here's today's aerospace fact of today. Miss Clankston sent us this question for today. Aerospace fact. Why does the moon look bigger when it's closer to the horizon? Well, here's the answer.
Have you ever gone out on a clear night, looked to the horizon, only to notice a gigantic moon staring back at you? Surely this is the biggest you've ever seen it. Maybe it's just closer to the Earth today? But what if I told you that that moon is the exact same size as every other time you've ever seen it in the sky, and it was in fact playing a trick on your brain? It's called the moon illusion, though an explanation of this optical phenomenon is still debated. What we do know is that when the moon sits closer to the horizon, it seems bigger, but if we measure it in the sky, it's the same size. You can test this by holding your thumbnail at arm's length and comparing it to the size of the moon. Do this when the moon is near the horizon and high in the sky, and you'll notice it doesn't change size. So why does our brain process it so differently? The main theory suggests that when the moon is near the horizon, there are many visual reference points, trees, buildings, mountains, with which its size may be compared. But when the moon resides high in the sky, there's nothing around it to compare, and it seems smaller against the vastness of the night sky. It's similar to an effect known as the Ebbinghaus illusion. Which of these orange circles is larger? It turns out they're the exact same size, but the objects surrounding them have an effect on our brain. The small circles are comparable to the horizon moon with smaller objects in sight, while the large circles are comparable to the high moon surrounded by vast night sky. Furthermore, our brains are used to objects moving towards the horizon becoming smaller, like clouds. So when our brain sees the moon at the horizon appearing the same size in our retina, it compensates for perspective and assumes it must now be physically larger. Still not convinced? Try bending over and looking through your legs at the horizon moon. The effect is gone because upside-down trees and buildings don't register as familiar objects and your depth perception isn't confounded. Or, for the less flexible, take a photo of both moons. Your camera won't suffer any optical illusions and you can clearly see the moon is the same size.
Now, here's Elizabeth to tell us an important holiday.
Thanks, Ruhama. Yesterday was a special holiday in Hindu culture. It was a day called Diwali. Diwali is a festival of lights, observed on the 15th day of the month of Kartika in the Hindu calendar. Many people in the United States celebrate Diwali each year. Diwali is known as the Festival of Lights. Diwali, or Deepavali, is India's biggest and most important holiday of the year. The festival gets its name from the row of clay lamps in Hindus light outside their homes to symbolize the inner light that protects us from spiritual darkness. Here is some more info about this unique holiday.
Diwali is to many Indians what Christmas is to Christians. In essence, it commemorates the victory of the forces of light over the forces of darkness. To experience it fully, get up before dawn and head for the flower markets. Here, flower vendors work feverishly to create garlands of fragrant jasmine that Indians will use to adorn their homes. By dawn, they'll be sold out. Next, head for one of the temples, but go early. Later on in the day, they'll be packed. On your way over, you may see a curious sight. People hunched in front of their doorways, pouring colored sand on the ground. The sand takes the shape of a lotus blossom, a symbol of welcome, and today, millions of symbols of welcome will grace the nation's doorways. Indeed, Diwali is all about sharing. If you're staying in a private home, don't be surprised if the neighbors show up with plates of delicious holiday treats.
Happy
Happy Diwali, Abhirami.
It's also customary for families to go to the temples together on this day. They often dress in fine new outfits, purchased especially for Diwali. And everywhere there are lights. If you head to major commercial districts throughout India, you'll find colorful displays comparable to Christmas lights in Western cities.
Elizabeth, in 1946, Walt Disney Studios released the movie Song of the South. It was live action and animated. It was a movie based on the book Uncle Remus Tales by Joel Chandler Harris. The movie is about Uncle Remus, a former slave telling stories to a group of children. It has been a very divisive movie since its release, and many have labeled it as racist. Many believe the depiction of post-Civil War African Americans is inaccurate and that the movie sugarcoats the realities of the time. It was widely criticized when it was released. Even though Disney re-released it on the big screen several times, it has never been released on home video in the United States. Here's a brief clip of their most famous song, Zippity Doo Dah, from the movie.
Yes, sir, honey. It happened on one of them zippity-doo-dah days. Now, that's the kind of day when you can't open your mouth without a song jump right out of it. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. My, oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine heading my way. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Mr. Bluebird's on my shoulder. It's the truth. It's actual. Everything is satisfactual. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Wonderful feeling, wonderful day. Yes, sir. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. My, oh my, what a wonderful day.
Oh, plenty of sunshine in the way. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay.
Mr. Bluebird's on my shoulder. It's the truth, it's actual. Everything is satisfaction. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Wonderful feeling this way.
Happy birthday to these students today.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear one person is having a birthday today. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, Timmy. Maya Angelou once said, "My mission in life is not mainly to survive, but to thrive and to do so with some passion, some compassion, some humor, and some style." What are you gonna do to thrive, Panthers? Think about it, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye!
Yeah.